There's a moment in everyone's life when the rules you've been living by stop working. You hit the wall, you run out of excuses, and you realize no one is coming to save you. That moment is where real transformation begins. These aren't Pinterest board quotes. They're the kind of words that feel like they were aimed straight at your chest, spoken by people who built empires, survived failures, and climbed out of the dark. And I learned them the hard way. Each one builds on the last, until the final quote. The one I almost didn't share, but that's where everything changes. Here's the first quote. You are not responsible for the hand you were dealt, but you are responsible for how you play it. I watched a friend lose his job in the 2008 crash, but he turned his side hustle into $1 million business. The starting point doesn't matter. The choices do. Once you realize you're in control, the next question is, what exactly are you aiming for? The second quote is, if you aim at nothing, you'll hit it every time. I drifted without goals for 2 years until a mentor asked me one brutal question. What do you actually want? Vague dreams lead to vague results. But even with a goal, most people still fail because they quit when it gets hard. That leads us to the third quote. The last man standing always wins. I know a startup founder who outlasted 12 competitors simply because he didn't shut down. In a world obsessed with speed, staying power is the ultimate advantage. Endurance matters, but you also need the courage to take the first step before you're ready. Here's the fourth quote. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. My first YouTube video was awkward, poorly lit, and far from perfect. But it changed everything. Waiting for perfect kills momentum, and once you start, there's one brutal truth you have to accept. That's where the fifth quote comes in. Sometimes you win, and sometimes you learn. I made a failed investment that stung, but it taught me more than any success could. Losses are tuition for the school of success. Pain teaches you, but there's one thing that will fuel you long after the pain fades. The sixth quote is, the richest man is not the one who has the most, but the one who needs the least. I met a wealthy entrepreneur who lived simply, prioritizing freedom over possessions, and it changed my definition of wealth. And now we reach the seventh and final quote, the one I almost didn't share, because once you hear it, you can't unhear it. A year from now, you'll wish you started today. I've missed opportunities because I hesitated, and I don't want you to make the same mistake. The only thing worse than starting late is never starting at all. If you're waiting for the right time, this is it. These 7 quotes aren't motivation, they're a manual. Don't just listen, act. Write down the one that hit you hardest, and put it where you'll see it every morning. The clock's ticking,